I love mindset, but mindset is the same thing as everyone else. The only reason I would get mindset coaching, and I did this last year, I've hired 2 very high level and affluent mindset coaches. It's either you want more money, you want better health, or you want better relationships. Mine was centered around relationships. I didn't know how to navigate certain relationships, and I didn't know what to do, so I hired high-level people to help me with that. If you go in and you say you're gonna feel more aligned or enlightened or any of those woo-woo words, it's not gonna work. So let's say I'm a mindset coach. In terms of this, it'd be the same thing. I don't care what these are called, okay? So we could just say like, pillar number 1 is growth explosion, right? Doesn't matter. Pillar number 2 is stargazing, doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter what these are. You just have to tie it back to that. Number 3 is TR and GC, and I'll go through it. So let's walk through this again. Now, the more that these can drive curiosity, the better I've seen it sell. Because if you go to someone and say, let's say for example, I'm going to someone for business consulting and I say, you need to run better Facebook ads. Or, oh, I've already done it, it didn't work. Now we all know Facebook ads work, they just suck at it, right? But that's not gonna help close them. So what you wanna do is create curiosity. We're like, oh, I've never heard of that before. And even if it is as simple as running Facebook ads, they now think it's something different. That's key. So this is ethical manipulation. Don't make a mistake, it's manipulation, but we wanna be ethical. So here, let's say I said, all right, growth explosion. Now what most mindset coaches do, we go back to the comparison, most mindset coaches will just tell you, do this, do that, and everything's gonna magically get better. What I do is I use this unique method called the growth explosion, which increases your satisfaction in relationships by at least 50%. And you're gonna be the one to actually benchmark that each and every week. So you know it's not just me telling you that, like whatever. We again have to tie it back to what people care about. No one goes into mindset coaching or fitness or anything unless they wanna improve those areas of their lives. So that would be number 1. Number 2 is you can be like, stargazing. Again, this sounds ridiculous, but if I tie it back, it'll work. So it's like, look, most mindset coaches are gonna tell you to read books and do this and that. What I do, I am gonna teach you how to gaze at stars, excuse me. It's so weird, I can't even say it. Gaze at stars, and by gazing at stars, you're gonna increase your relationships and you're gonna make twice as much money as you do now. Now again, this has to make sense, but the point I'm trying to make is, if you understand the competition, if you understand what most people do, and you can just Google this stuff, Google it, ask competitors, get on the phone, hey, have you had a mindset coach before? Yeah, like what do they do? You can immediately know that if they say they do all these things, you want to do the opposite. That's how you stand out in the marketplace. It doesn't matter what these things are as long as they tie back that to the result. So when I'm doing business consulting, people don't give a shit what I tell them to do as long as they make money. That's the key. So that's number 2. And then number 3, we'll do TR and GC. So like this one here would be, number 3 is what I call Tony Robbins and Grant Cardone. Because remember, we do 2 about the USP, and then we do 1 about ourselves. So here I go, look, there's a lot of mindset coaches, but I actually mentored Tony Robbins and Grant Cardone. They're, both billionaires, or Tony Robbins I think is close. And that's what makes me qualified. Once we get through this, they should be sold at this point. They should be pretty convinced at this point that you're the fit for them. If they're not, you didn't do a great job in discovery and you didn't address what they actually cared about. Discovery is to figure out what do they really give a shit about and what angle can I take? And then the pillars reinforces what you learned in discovery to tell them you can fix it. So in discovery, they're like, I had a coach who didn't work out. Why? They did this and this. These pillars are gonna wanna beat that objection. It's like, hey, I'm different than that other coach. It's not gonna be the same experience.